A new and deeply personal front has opened in the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, as dozens of foreign-born husbands and wives of American citizens have been detained in San Diego immediately after attending their marriage-based green card interviews, a process traditionally viewed as a hopeful step toward permanent residency and family stability. In this report, we explain what triggered these arrests, who has been impacted, and why families fear what could happen next. U.S. media outlets report that since November 12th, federal agents have detained foreign spouses at the moment they complete their interviews at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services facility in San Diego, with individuals charged for alleged visa violations and immediately transported to detention centers. For many couples, a green card appointment marks the official beginning of a new shared life in the United States. But this time, it became the moment their families were torn apart. Among the detained are British and German nationals, and even a new mother whose 5-month-old baby was forcibly separated from her, with her American spouse suddenly responsible for childcare, legal representation, and emotional fallout all at once. Stephen Paul, whose British wife Katie was detained, described the moment authorities intervened, telling the New York Times he had to take his infant child from his crying wife's arms as she was led away in handcuffs, calling the experience insane and devastating. In another case, U.S. Marine veteran Samuel Shasteen says he feels betrayed after his Thailand-born wife was detained, telling NBC San Diego that after 20 years of service, this is how his government has responded to his sacrifice. These arrests are part of the administration's hardened enforcement stance following the recent shooting near the White House by an Afghan immigrant, which officials heavily criticized as a failure of previous resettlement policies. Now, the government insists immigration laws must be enforced strictly, regardless of a person's nationality, family ties, or military connections. An earlier statement from Immigration and Customs Enforcement declared that all unlawfully present immigrants may be arrested, detained, and deported, stressing that a criminal record is not required when an individual violates immigration law. While obtaining a permanent residency card has long been viewed as a structured and secure step-by-step process, these detentions have raised deep concerns that even legally married couples can now face abrupt separation during government-approved interviews, without warning or the chance to say goodbye. Immigration attorneys warn that such actions may spread beyond California, creating an atmosphere of fear among couples attending legally required appointments, and placing immense psychological pressure on families already navigating complex documentation and wait times. As the debate around America's immigration future intensifies, these detentions highlight the human cost of enforcement-first policies that can suddenly turn ordinary green card appointments into traumatic, life-changing events. We will continue tracking this developing story and its effects on families across the United States. Thank you for watching. And do not forget to subscribe to the Indian Express for verified updates, detailed explainers, and more global news coverage.